So guys, I had a fantastic time talking on Taking It Slow. We definitely didn't take it slow, and we just went on talking. Okay, and I think that's what. But genuinely, I mean, I think this is what good conversations are all about. So you guys should definitely like, share, and subscribe to Taking It Slow, and I'm sure there it's going to just get better and better.
Welcome to Taking It Slow, people. Vishu, what do you like the most about movies, man?
The actors and the actresses. Yeah, I have friends who are like, yeah, the direction is good. You should watch classic cult movies. But I have never been able to go into that direction. I think I am a very casual audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for all casual audiences, even when we were growing up, so हम लोगों का जो introduction to the cine world था, that was through a publication called Filmfare.
Yep.
हम लोग लाउंजेस में बैठे होते थे, वेटिंग रूम्स में बैठे होते थे, वहां पे देयर यूज्ड टू बी दिस मैगजीन इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस एंड पेरेंट्स की नजरों से हटा के वी ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू गो थ्रू इट कि इस एक्टर ने क्या बोला है, इस एक्टर का इंटरव्यू छपा इस बार, इस एक्ट्रेस ने क्या बोला है. सो वी ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू बी सो enamored with that world, and that was the only inlet into that cordoned off industry, so to speak. Abhi to social media hai, so we can follow everyone, we can see every day what each actor or actress is doing. But back then, say 15-20 years back when I was growing up, that used to be my only information source about the entire industry. Very glad to welcome someone who's been working with Filmfare for a pretty long time now. Pleased to welcome the senior editor of Filmfare, Rahul. Hey Rahul, how are you, man?
What's up? Good to talk to you guys.
Lovely. Rahul, I remember Filmfare as a magazine which I used to browse through once a month in the waiting rooms. What is it today?
The magazine is still there. People love the magazine, but I think Filmfare is just on your phone all the time. I don't think so. You have to go to a lounge and to go through Filmfare. I think it's there on your phone screen all the time. Whether you go on Instagram, whether you go on Twitter, Facebook, on our website filmfare.com. Obviously, we were only a few years back. It was a very print-heavy organization where every fortnight the magazine used to come. Now, obviously, we are a 24/7 digital content team, which is updating everything, whether it's your latest pictures, latest news, latest videos. So yeah, I think you don't have to be anywhere. You just have to have your phone or your laptop with you just for internet connection, and you're there with Filmfare.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for 15 days for the magazine to come out to know that who went to Maldives. You get it that day itself.
Exactly a minute or less than a minute.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day that we start getting the photos of the tickets. Yeah, that person has booked the ticket.
Yeah, because of a demand also now, the celebrity culture has also grown so much. I think because obviously social media is also booming crazy. People want to know a lot also. So I think the more knowledge they get, the more information they get, I think everybody is going crazy, right? We are living in this world where we just want content.
Yeah, there's never enough content.
There's never enough content, yeah. And I think everyone is becoming a content creator. Even the stars are becoming content creators.
Yeah, people sitting at their homes are becoming content creators. Example. There's never enough content.
I think it's a very interesting phase we are in right now.
Yes.
So, Rahul, you've been with Filmfare for how long now?
I've been with Filmfare for around 9 years now. And,
9 years.
Currently, I'm the digital editor of Filmfare and the senior assistant editor. A lot of people tell me, how did you join? For me, I think since I was 14 and 15, I had made up my mind that I want to join Filmfare. In fact, when I was a kid, when I was in school, my grandfather used to buy Filmfare for me. And every month he used to get it. And I come from also very filmy family.
Yeah, I know.
We love these movies. So my grandfather used to talk about it. He used to get me Filmfare. So I obviously got into it, and I was always interested in movies and the whole the industry and how it works, and wanted to know more about it. So, the day I graduated from my college, I sent my CV to Filmfare, and I was very lucky that I got called for an interview just उसके बाद it's just been a very good journey till now.
I can vouch for how obsessed your entire family is with movies for sure. I mean, the excitement and the glint in the eyes. So I've met your brothers as well. I'm obviously friends with your sister as well. And whenever we start talking about movies, there is a special spark that is visible in the eyes of your entire family. So very, very fortunate that you have been able to follow what you truly love. You have been able to follow what you truly are
I
passionate
mean,
about.
our names are Rahul, Ritik, Rohit. That's enough, I think. My mother, I think it's a full. There are so many filmy names in the house.
Very early of you to identify that this is the place that I want to work. You're saying 14, 15 years. उस टाइम पे हम लोगों को कुछ आइडिया भी नहीं होता था यार कि क्या करना क्या है लाइफ में बाद में. But very, very mature of you to identify your destination so early, and very brave of your family as well to support that decision that you made that early in life.
I mean, honestly, it was just for me. In my head only, I had thought about it. It's not like
Yeah.
I was obviously trying for engineering. I got
Like
Definitely,
every
yeah.
other,
You
like
are
every
Indian,
other child
yeah.
in India. Yeah, like
Yeah.
every other child in India.
also. And then obviously it didn't work out. Thank God it didn't work out. And that's how I joined like a media college. And once I joined a media course, then it became much more easier for me. I started doing internships, and then every year I was getting clearer in my head, and that's how it happened. More than the magazine, I was also enamored by the Filmfare Awards. I remember.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and I do remember those moments where, exams would, and usually Filmfare Awards used to come like in February or something, where during our
Final
final
exams.
exams were happening that time. And I remember those days where I used to hide and watch the show, and that was waiting for the repeat telecast. So I think that was also one of the reasons.
Nice. How did you start? What has your journey been like in the organization, and what exactly do you do now?
When I obviously joined back in 2011, it was more of a print.
True.
Okay.
Obviously, I joined as a multimedia executive because that time just the social media was coming, everybody was getting digital. So I think I joined at a very good time. But that time I was also doing a lot of magazine work. I remember when I'll just talk about the digital change honestly.
Yeah.
When I joined, हम लोग हफ्ते में कुछ I think 5-6 वेबसाइट स्टोरीज करते थे. एंड वीकेंड पे नहीं, अभी 5-6 स्टोरी 1 घंटे में होती है वेबसाइट पे. So there is so much, and earlier there was hardly any other websites covering Bollywood, and now there are hundreds of websites.
Yep.
Everybody is a competition, and earlier again, as I said, we were a monthly magazine, fortnightly. हम लोग कुछ करते थे. After 15 days, it used to come out. Now, even if you are 5 minutes late,
the landscape has been flipped on its head now. You can't slouch at all.
No, nothing. I mean, and also it's a 24/7 job.
Yeah.
There is also the world of showbiz is, something or the other is happening here. कुछ ना कुछ होता ही रहता है. कुछ ना कुछ news आते रहती है. Some celebrity spotting, some events.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love it. I mean, there is no other way I would have it.
You were talking about competition. You were competing with magazines earlier. Now, you are competing with every single person on the road with a camera phone. So you have to compete with everyone. So must be batshit crazy in your head, dude.
It is. I mean, again, you're right. Earlier, obviously, the competitions were the magazines. Now, then, obviously, a few years back, there are many other entertainment websites as well, and they were our competitions. Social media, obviously, the thing is, we have an advantage. We have a huge social media follower base, and which we have obviously built over the years, and because of our legacy and credibility. But again, as you say, we are in the age of content creators.
Yeah.
The people we cover on our website are also maybe some of our competition. Yeah. It's basically like everybody's wants to be the first mover advantage.
In the world of Filmfare, what all is Rahul Gangwani responsible for?
See, couple of things, and I'm very fortunate. Trust me, I have such a great team now, and we all do a lot of things together. We are a bunch of people who also work on the magazine, where we write for the magazine, plan the photo shoots, the cover shoots. We are also a bunch who provide information for the website, write for the website, do all the social media, and then we really slog and work nights and nights on our events. So honestly, again, as we speak, there are things happening. Like, I mean, I'll just tell you, as I said, today I just finished an interview with Bhumi Pednekar for our next
for
issue.
a new movie.
You know, for our next issue, she's on the cover. So just finished that. So that is the magazine thing. But I also now, because we are living in a different kind of a world where it's all dynamic and video first, I also did a video interview which will go online. So the print version obviously will be different, and then there'll be a video version which will go on the social media and website. There is obviously daily updates which are happening in the world of entertainment. So wo I'm overseeing. Plus, we have many events coming up now. Finally, after a
long break,
lull because of the pandemic, we have the first ever Filmfare OTT Awards, which are coming on the 19th. Which is on the 19th of December. So we are just completely on it, the whole team. I am creating a lot of content for it, interviewing many of the OTT stars. We are having brainstorming sessions with the scriptwriter of the show, with the hosts, making the guest list, who will come, and also this time it is very exciting, but at the same time very challenging, because we have to do an event for the first time in the new normal. It's very challenging, nerve-wracking, but at the same time, I can't tell you how exciting it is.
You were speaking of the difference between an interview that you do for a magazine and the interview you do for your social media handles, etc. How does the magazine still remain relevant in the age of social media? Because magazines ke liye, people earlier, they used to wait for it because that was the only inlet towards the industry. Now, why would people wait for a Filmfare magazine?
And what has the trend been like with the sales and everything?
Overall, I think the worldwide, I think the print market is struggling a little bit. It's facing a slight decline. Obviously, we all know about that. But fortunately, you know, there is still how obsessed India is with Bollywood. Right?
Yes.
Our country is obsessed with, you know, there is a lot of papers for Filmfare, and as the biggest why, if you say why the magazine is relevant, because there is a big chunk of people who are not on social media, who are not on I mean, I'll give you example. I mean, I don't have to go away from my from anyone. Like my family example, my grandfather, who's still 91, he still loves to read the magazine. My mother, though she's very technology friendly and is always watching stuff, is on social media, but she wants to read.
Nice.
I don't think so. She will not spend some 5 minutes scrolling and reading an article. She would like to read it in the physical form. And again, there is a difference. The way we do interviews for the magazine and the way we do interviews for the website. Again, website is your snacky content, right? That is your popcorn content.
Yeah.
Where basically you're having your coffee and just, you know, swiping through. And maximum, like, you know, or you want to spend like 2 minutes on something. Magazine, you obviously want to in your leisure time. You want to take it with you when you're traveling, or, you know, when you're on a flight or something on a downtime. Those interviews in the magazine are also, they're in depth. They're longer interviews. They run across 7 to 8 pages, where you get to know a little more about your favorite personality. The feature stories which are there in the magazine obviously have much more depth, much more research. Not that the website stories don't, but again, they are longer in length. And again, as I said, there is a huge chunk of people who are still not online. Like, I mean, for like the same case as newspapers, right?
Fair.
Though we all have our phones, but I mean, I still love newspapers. I really like I'd like to have my I start my morning with a newspaper. So everything is available throughout the day. Then I can just be on the phone, checking Twitter and getting my latest updates. But in the morning, I want to see the front page. We all know that I'm sure all our parents still go to the news, read the newspapers.
Yeah, they do. They do. You were also telling me about the Filmfare OTT Awards. I also checked out Filmfare Spotlight, which I guess is dedicated towards the OTT platform stars. So I have a couple of questions for that. I want to know a couple of things. One is, you have recently stepped into the shoes of someone who is an on-screen host now. So what was the change in your preparation, change in your mindset, or how do you prepare yourself to get the most out of the other person?
Spotlight was my second show. I actually did a show earlier in May, June this year. It's called 10 Minutes of Happiness. I have been doing interviews with celebrities since I joined Filmfare, right? And I love interviewing celebrities. I mean, you get to know much more about them, and it's always a fun conversation. But I think last 1 year, everything is going digital and everything is going video. In office also, we used to talk about it, like, let's try different kind of formats of interviews. Lockdown happened. सब लोग घर पे बैठे थे. In normal times, there is always so much content. There is, media, films are releasing, there are promotions happening. My team used to go out, get interviews. Abhi kuch nahi. Now the thing is for us also to keep going and get. So we had to create a lot more content, and that's how I was like, fine, let's just start a chat show, celebrity chat show. It was really fun. I mean, and it was 10 minutes of happiness, and it was during the time where we all were feeling very, very sad. It was the worst period of, our cases were increasing. We were completely at home. I was like, what? Let's just talk about things which are keeping people happy. So I had I spoke to Sonakshi Sinha, Janvi, Sonam Kapoor, Kartik Aaryan, about 10 episodes, 11 episodes I did in fact. And it was all about what is keeping them happy, keeping them positive. And that was a great experience. When I'm talking about Spotlight, with Filmfare, how do I put it in words? To acknowledge and celebrate the current and what's happening. We all have seen how OTT has boomed in our life in the last year. Right? The whole Netflix. I mean, right now it's just our lives are completely about that.
I think it has kept many people sane during the lockdown.
When we meet our friends, the only thing we are talking about, tumne ye dekha, kya dekha, and obviously OTT stars, they have become so popular. Whether it's Jaideep Ahlawat and Patlok, they are like carrying the whole show on their shoulder. So I think this is the right time to celebrate them. Because this is definitely been their year. So that's how that idea of Filmfare Spotlight came, where I got 10 of the most celebrated stars of the OTT platform to talk about their show and actually know about their journey. More than anything, just know about their, getting to know about the Jaideep Ahlawat, who's from a very small town in Haryana. Their struggles, their various fun anecdotes from their shooting. And now, obviously, it culminates with the first ever
Filmfare OTT Awards.
And it's the first ever time we are doing this, and I think the entire industry is actually very excited. The response which we have got, because people are very happy that original content on digital platform is being appreciated.
Just letting you know, loved the interview with Pratik Gandhi and Cobra Seth. Amazing interviews, amazing. I throughout the interview, smile on my face. Lovely interviews, both of them.
But I loved. Cobra is a very, very dear friend, and I know her since many years now. And I was just completely blown away by Pratik Gandhi. What a
gem! What a gem of an actor, dude! What a gem!
And what a great show also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Scam is the only show that I've consumed in this entire lockdown period. So I've.
Then what have you been doing if you're not watching?
So I've been trying to put my energies towards my work, towards spending more time with my dog. So the previous couple of years were very, very hectic in my life. So I wasn't able to take time out for anyone. If half of your week is consumed in watching a show, then you really don't have too much time left to be with your family or to spend with your dog. So I'd much rather spend half an hour with Rio just playing with him rather than watching a new episode. My wife has been binging on all sorts of content. That's that's beyond a shadow of a doubt. So
सही है, जब तक पूरा एक हाउसहोल्ड में चल रहा है, इट्स ओके.
so Scam was the only show that I was forced into watching, and I gave in कि हाँ यार इतने ज़्यादा अच्छे reviews हैं इसके, so it has to be a brilliant show. Given the 10 interviews that you spoke about the interview that you had with Cobra, what other people did you enjoy interacting with the most in your entire series of 10 Seconds of Happiness, the Spotlight shows? Who's the one or two people who you really enjoyed talking to? कि उनके बारे में ऐसा कुछ पता ही नहीं था कि उनका ऐसा personality होगा, and you see a completely different side to them once you speak to them for a lengthy duration of time.
थोड़ा cliched line बोल रहा हूँ, but honestly, every chat was very different from each other. I enjoyed thoroughly everyone. In 10 Minutes of Happiness, I knew all the people. Like, I mean, I'm very friendly with them, and I know a lot about them. So it was it was a fun experience of actually chatting with them over Zoom, and it was more of
like catching up. Huh?
Yeah, it was more of catching up.
Huh.
During the Spotlight, I mean, while there are Cobra and Mithila, or a few of them I knew from before. There were people like Jaideep Alawat and Prateek Gandhi who I obviously didn't know at all.
Yeah.
And just knowing their journey, I mean, like a Prateek Gandhi who was telling he was actually an engineer and was an actor at the same time. That वो 9 to 5 job भी कर रहा है, फिर शाम को अपने theater class के लिए जा रहा है, then auditions के लिए जा रहा है. And just to understand that if you're passionate about something, that you will go to any extent.
You'll make it work. Yeah.
Same Jaideep Alawat. Yeah, even Jaideep Alawat, where he went to FTI without even understanding English properly, and he was saying that he was not able to understand. He was watching obviously Hollywood movies there as part of his film, and he was saying, मैं तो सिर्फ पढ़ता रहता था subtitles. मैं देखता नहीं था, सिर्फ मैं पढ़ता रहता था. And for him to, again, that was very, for me, I really liked it because to really get to know people, because I had no clue about them. I had no clue about their lives. Even when I interviewed Amit Saad, so again, I know him since 10 years. And I'm friends with them, and I've met him a couple of times. But again, I know him, but just before interviewing him for the first time, I was like, ठीक है, थोड़ा research कर लेता हूँ. And then you find out so much about a person. I found out that he was actually at the age of 16, he was actually working as a house help at somebody's house. Then he was a watchman at a Benetton store,
Wow,
and
okay.
yeah, imagine, I mean, if I was not interviewing him, I wouldn't have ever bothered to know a little more about his life before the movies. So that was quite interesting for me to actually, I know them as actors and film personalities. Now I know them as people as well.
As people, yeah.
So that was fun. And now, in fact, I mean, for this OTT Awards, I'm also interviewing every day 2-3 celebrities from Radhika Apte to Sakit Nadeem, just because who have done great work on the OTT space and they are in the running for the awards. So it's quite interesting. It's fun.
I envy your work right now, man. I really envy your work right now. That's what even we try to do. We try to, like we're doing right now, we try to understand more about the person behind the public face. So I love that space.
Yeah, I think, and one of the stories you told that the person was doing engineering and being an actor. I think India में अपने सपने पूरे करने के लिए तुम्हें engineering से जीतना बहुत जरूरी है. राहुल, तुम पहले ही जीत गए उससे. That you went into media, and we are still doing that right now.
That's true.
There must have been a highlight or a blooper reel as well about these interviews, na? So kahin na kahin some fuck ups would have happened. So what are the funniest fuck ups that happened with your interviews?
When people forget names of their co-stars.
Nice.
People are forgetting the movies they like. All that, and it actually happens. That actually happened where somebody's actually talking about the co-star and they're like, what's the name? What's the name? And I'm like, you worked for like 5 months with that person and you cannot know the name. So that's fun. The funny part of working from home and doing all these things from home, simple things, yeah. Some people who are actually from their phones, phone गिरता रहता है, some vertical lines हो गया, मैं घर पे बैठा हूँ, my bell is going ringing, nobody's there. So all these are struggles. Usually when usually when all these interviews are happen, they happen on a set, very controlled.
Yeah.
Everything is there.
Yeah,
People
controlled
are
environment.
monitoring,
Yeah.
people are monitoring movements of this light. ये है यहाँ पे it's all on
ठीक
your
है.
own. But
But that's
great.
what makes it more fun, na? That's what makes it real.
Yeah. Great experience. I mean, candid things, happening where when I was interviewing Sonam Kapoor for 10 Minutes of Happiness, her husband just walked in.
Nice. So even we had a similar experience. We were talking to Gulshan Devaya, and बात करते करते पीछे उसकी cat is trying to climb up on him, and उसकी maid walk in कर रही है पीछे. So it's actually funny. We actually kept all that in our clips also. It is what makes it real here. So
That's fun.
That's what-
Yeah. No,
So you were talking about all these people who you did not know, the people so-called outsiders of the industry who are now beginning to make their name through the OTT platform. Asking you stuff as a curious layman, there is a lot of jingo going on about how you have to make it into those inner circles to really make it into Bollywood. A number of people have said कि मैं parties होती हैं बहुत सारी, उसको attend करने का peer pressure होता है. If you have to make your presence felt. So in your view, ऐसा सब, is it real or is it a mirage that is there for the outside world?
I think there's just a lot of people talking about it without having much knowledge. I think that is really causing a lot of problems. I mean, I think everybody has the problem which has happened with social media. Everybody has a voice. I mean, which is great. I mean, everybody needs to have a voice.
Yeah.
Do they?
No, everybody. Maybe it's okay. It's your right to express your opinions. But again, itna misinformation, half-baked information.
अरे हाँ,
People
true.
with really no knowledge. वो problem होता है. People with really no knowledge are just going out and writing posts कि ऐसा होता है, ऐसा होता है, ऐसा होता है. नहीं यार, I mean, not really. I mean, you know what it's definitely it's a little bad the way the industry suddenly is being seen as. And again, I don't want to say like this is right, this is right. I mean, I'm really no one to say. But again, what I just know of that a lot of people are saying something which I sometimes read on Twitter. I was like, कि क्या बोल रहे हैं?
ऐसा तो नहीं है, मतलब ऐसा तो बिल्कुल नहीं है.
ऐसा तो नहीं है. तो वैसे कुछ चीजों पे लगता है मुझे.
हाँ, so even with the conversation that we had with Gulshan, यही मुझे opinion उसका भी था, हमें भी ऐसा लगा था that it is a welcoming place where if you are good at your work, you will make it. Sooner or later, you are gonna make it. If you persist, if you are actually good at what you do. चाहे तुम फिर parties attend करो, चाहे मत करो, कुछ भी करो.
It is. I'm just saying it is as good as any other industry, right?
True.
If you are good at your work,
Yep.
whether it's a corporate firm, whether it's any law firm, any advertising agency, if you're good at your work, you will go ahead. As simple as that. Even in an advertising agency, PR firm, if I don't think so it will matter, right? कि तुम कितने अपने बॉस से क्लोज हो या कितना किसी बॉस के फ्रेंड्स के recommendation से आए हो, तुम उनके साथ पार्टीज में जा रहे हो, पार्टीज में घर पे बुला रहे हो. I don't think so that works there also, right? It is basically if you are good at your work, it will. And again, I don't think it's like a proper industry, like any other.
Yep.
I think only ones who are good at their work are going ahead.
So, Rahul, I have a question regarding your work and the kind of stories that you put out. Okay. So, how the social media is designed, it is designed in such a way that whatever controversial you will put out, that will get a lot of attention. And many people are getting that kind of attention, like your competition is getting that kind of an attention. कि कुछ भी controversial डालो, बेशक fake हो, but it will get views. So you are working in an organization like Filmfare, जिसका कुछ credibility है पीछे. So are you guys tempted at any time कि यार हमें भी उस तरफ move करना चाहिए? Because you have to maintain a balance with the celebrities also. कि यार ऐसे ही तुम कुछ भी नहीं डाल सकते हो. You have to maintain your credibility.
नहीं, it's a very interesting question, and I think वो तो हमारे दिमाग में आता ही नहीं है. I think it's since I've joined this organization, I think whoever joins this organization is just instilled in their minds about to steer clear from yellow journalism. It is just not our cup of. But what is your very valid point that we are like in such a fast-moving world where I think people are just putting out stuff to get views and all. Sometimes errors happen from us also. Yeah, some really solid source tells us कि ये right है. It turns out to be false. हो जाता है. what we do is definitely try and stay away from anything which we don't completely have the knowledge about and know कि ये सही है. Only then we put out. We also, again, as I said, that we have a 65-year-old legacy. The credibility is there. So we also have that responsibility that we cannot just put out, because people do tend to believe us.
Yep.
Definitely. When we
you will be quoted as
because of the
sources.
legacy and because of- Yes, so it is. We cannot be irresponsible. That is one of our main criteria and main points. We just do all our facts, research, and all. But as I'm saying, sometimes we all make mistakes. Sometimes our sources get a little wrong information and all. What we definitely do is then just make a clarification. But yes, to answer your question, कि कभी views लाने के लिए हम लोग कभी कुछ डाल देते? Never, because that is definitely that's not even in our grain, in the grain of this company, in the grain of our as individuals, as journalists, that is not in our grain at all.
Rahul, speaking about the Filmfare main awards as well, growing up they were the only awards that we used to follow. कि साल में it is sort of a celebration of the entire year's work that the movie industry has put in. What goes on behind the scenes, man? How crazy is it, and how difficult is it to keep improving on yourself year after year?
So I'll go with the first question, how crazy it is. I don't think so. I mean, I can even define that crazy. It is it's a different kind of rush we are in, you know. That whole 1 month before the show, it is something else. You know, we lose sleep. I remember like हम लोग तो सोते ही नहीं है. वो सोते ही नहीं है. There is so much going on. There is so much planning. I'll be very honest. It looks like कि घर पे शादी है.
Nice.
You know how जैसे लगता है कि and how just everybody just comes in together as a family to do something. Our team just becomes like
perfect
that.
Analogy.
शादी
Perfect.
है, ये मेरी responsibility, with the main goal that everything just goes well on the D-Day. You know what? I remember my first ever year. The day, I think the week I joined was the week of Filmfare Awards.
Nice.
So for me, a 21-year-old boy who's not seen the world of glitz and glam, मैं तो by choice 6 बजे तक सुबह को वहाँ पे in 2011
Starstruck ही रहता था.
I mean, it's more than starstruck. I was just very awed by the commitment of all the stars.
The grandeur of.
Then when earlier, obviously, we used to hear like when I was a kid, like, oh, they really put in a lot of work and all. That time, in my first week, I saw. I remember Shah Rukh Khan, who was performing, was rehearsing till 4 in the morning. After that, somebody else came to rehearse. So even a Madhuri Dixit was there. Priyanka Chopra was for 2 hours from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. She's dancing and getting her steps right one day before. Everybody is just giving it their all. Script changes are happening. The scripts are working. And, because it is such a big event, there are so many people coming, and it was just the madness has not changed. That's all I can say. From 2011 to 2020, the madness is still there. The thing is, अभी social media का इतना काम हो गया ना, अब हमको content भी बनाना पड़ता है सबके साथ. ये bite दो, ये वाले boomerangs बनाओ, यहाँ के videos लो. अभी वो that has also come into the picture, so it has got a little more crazier. Coming to the second part, when you said how do you
keep improving on yourself every year?
That's the only way to be, I guess, to keep improving and this thing. I think whether it's the performances, whether it's the acts, whether it's the tributes which we do. I think what I really like about the Filmfare show that every year there is some or the other theme which goes. Like there is the underlying theme. I think this year was all about a little bit of a look back because Filmfare completed 65 years this year. So this time we had the Filmfare Awards in Assam. For the first time, the main Filmfare Awards happened outside Bombay. So every theme had some kind of a special tribute where where Ayushmann did like a tribute for all on Amitabh Bachchan. Ranveer Singh did a fantastic tribute to R.D. Burman. He danced his heart out to all the chartbusters of R.D. Burman. And there was Vicky Kaushal. He, I think, did a tribute on the like a small ode to all the best films since beginning till now and their songs. Kartik Aaryan did this thing on the best dance steps, the biggest dance numbers. So again, as I said, there's a little bit of an underlying theme. So that the show comes together. So it's always and always, I think, the whole creative team, the events team, the editorial team, the marketing, our brand team, everybody just comes in together and just to make sure that we go one level up each year.
Yeah, so you are your own competition that way.
सही, ये सुन के कितना अच्छा लगेगा यार.
Nice. How long does it take? How long does it take for you to get everything in place? For how early do you start? For example, if say a show is in December, end of December, for example, how early do you start?
5-6 महीने से if I'm not हो जाते हैं, initial conversations start हो जाते हैं, looking out for the venues and which is the right venue, getting all the teams together, locking in our hosts, locking in our performers. So I think it's a good 5-6 months of work.
Nice. So I was listening to an interview from Rajiv Masand and he was talking about his roundtable that he does every year. So he was like, five stars I have to coordinate with, and it is a nightmare. किसी का schedule कैसा होता है, किसी का कुछ होता है. So to organize a Filmfare Award, multiply that by 500. And उसको organize करना कितना difficult हो सकता है, I can only imagine. So
वो तो है. सबके schedules also our performers and hosts, so everything is pre-locked and everything, and it's just so brilliant the way everybody just comes together. Everybody is so professional in terms of their rehearsals. The managing of the guests. कौन kid क्या time पे आ रहा है. Sometimes the red carpet goes chaotic because everybody just lands up at the same time, and like people are just going mad and thinking bad, and so that is that. I think every show में there are these 2 hours, which I think you have it's on autopilot then.
Yeah.
कि तुम कुछ कर सकते हो. ऐसे I think initial एक घंटा you're prepping for everything. क्या हो रहा है, let's just make sure everything is on time. You're coordinating. That main 2 hours when the show has started, the stars have started coming in, that's an autopilot.
Yeah.
We all just give up on what.
जो होगा अब देखा जाएगा.
And just what, it's almost, I can say it's magical.
Yeah.
Every year it just falls into place. Trust me. Before the show, before I was कैसा होएगा. During the show we are again blank. And after the show, because when everything just goes
कैसे हो गया?
people are just really कैसे हो गया ये? How did it go so well? But again, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
That the show going so well.
One last thing that I want to ask you, Rahul. You obviously are in a great job, in your dream job. After how long did it take for you to stop getting starstruck?
I'll be very honest, and I'm not saying without any being cocky or anything.
Yeah.
I never really had I was never really starstruck.
Okay.
Essay and and I think that's the reason maybe I am very happy and comfortable
nice.
in this profession, because it's my work. The actors are also doing their work. I'm also doing their work.
Yeah.
We respect them as actors. We love them as stars. I think they also respect us and love us as as a media group. The only 2 times where I felt a little bit is the first time I met Shah Rukh Khan.
Nice.
And also that was, trust me, the second day of my job as an intern when I met him. So, for a 21-year-old
obvious,
sitting with Shah Rukh Khan, I was like, okay. I was and the second, obviously, when I met Mr. Amitabh Bachchan for the first time, I think just his height and personality,
and his voice.
And both, I think, if he comes, I'll be intimidated.
Thanks, Rahul. Thank you so much for taking time out, man. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you around soon, man. Take care.
I will see you. I'll come home.
Obviously, and bring Alaska as well. Hopefully they'll become
I
friends
will.
now. Hopefully they'll become friends this time.
Chalo.
Cool. I'll see
Bye
you.
Rahul, take care.